You are watching WPTV, award-winning college television.
Welcome back to the desk. The women's basketball team had a great 2024-2025 season, just falling short in the ECAC championship. We are thrilled to be joined by one of the team's captains and a fan favorite here at the desk, Junior Patty Walsh, to talk about the season alongside Matt Goldman, Brian Montiel, and Daniel Karp. Patty, congratulations on an incredible season. Last year, you guys fell short to make the NJAC playoffs, but this year, you were able to bounce back and get to the semifinals. What caused such a big turnaround this season?
Thank you. And last season, we ended on a 6-game win streak, and unfortunately, we didn't make it to the ECACs. This year, I think that gave us a bit of drive, a bit of motivation, really felt that loss to motivate us going into the season to have a good season with 21 wins.
So, Patty, this season your scoring margin improved nearly to 10 points per game. If we take a look at the stats here, 8.7 points per game last season, 9.8 points per game this season, 6.9 rebounds, 7.0 for this season, 1.2 blocks per game last season, 1.3 this season, 36% from the field, and then 40% this season. So how did the offseason affect your play coming into the season?
I think conditioning was something very important I focused on. My sophomore year last year, I was coming off of an ACL injury from my freshman year, and I think getting the brace off, playing without that this season, and working all off-season to try to be able to play without that on gave me a level of more I was more athletic this year, I think, and you could see that in the scoring margin and me getting up and down the floor, so I think off-season training is very important.
Yeah. Coach Monahan has been under the helm for 32 seasons here at William Patterson University. What unique skill set does her and the coaching staff bring to you guys?
Coach is probably one of the most dedicated coaches I've ever had. The hours that she puts in off the court that doesn't even have to do with practice and games and things like that is incredible. The amount of film she watched and how knowledgeable she is to help us throughout the season is very important. This year we also had 2 new assistant coaches hired, Coach Ali and Coach Mike, and they've helped us phenomenally, especially Coach Ali for me. She was co-defensive player of the year when she played in the NJAC for Ramapo, and she's been really helping me elevate my post game, and I'm beyond thankful for that.
Good stuff.
Well, Patty, the NJAC is one of the toughest conferences in D3 basketball in general. Who was the hardest team this season you've had to face in the NJAC?
I think one of the hardest teams we had to face was definitely Montclair on the back half of our season. That semifinal game was a heartbreaker, but with talent such as Alyssa Craigwell as a freshman, she was Rookie of the Year in our conference this year. They really had it all together. They made it to the NCAA playoffs where they saw Christopher Newport. We saw them earlier in the season, and they actually ended up beating them, which shocked me. But yeah, they did pretty good this season.
Yeah, Montclair was stacked. Sophie Benavente was pretty solid. Olivia Vero. But a question for you. Unfortunately, you guys did fall short in the ECAC tournament. Taking a look at the stats here, William Patterson did score 52 compared to Alleghany's 56, 39 rebounds, 45 for the Gators, as the Pioneers shot 30% from the field, Alleghany shot 40%, and then the three-point percentage for both teams was not what ideal, if you will, 21% for the Pioneers, 14 for Alleghany. Did that take away from all the season success?
You know, it definitely didn't end how we wanted it to, but I don't think I would say that it took away from the success at all, because Coach likes to say any season that you score or you win 20 games is a good season. But to go from not making playoffs last year and not making ECACs to not only making it to the semifinals, but then making ECACs as well, it's not what we wanted, to win, but, we'll take the upgrades, little by little. So, and next year, hopefully, NJAC.
Yeah. So next season, you're going to be one of 3 players returning as a senior, and not to mention, you are also going to be called El Capitan. How do you think you're going to handle the leading role for younger players who come into the Pioneers as a freshman, a transfer? How do you see yourself as in a leadership position?
I'm just hoping to be a safe space for all the players on our team. I am somebody very social, very friendly. I want to make sure that they can feel comfortable coming to me about anything. But I think it's more of just a lead by example. If I do things right, then hopefully they will follow my footsteps. So that's the goal.
Patty, congratulations on an incredible season. We're looking forward, all of us here at the desk, to what you're going to do in your senior season. And we expect big things out of you, and we can't wait to see what you do on the court. We would like to say thank you again to Patty Walsh for taking the time out of her day to be here with us for this special segment. And a huge thank you to Matt Tadino for giving us the permission to make all of this happen. Keep watching as we pass the rock over to Matt Goldman and his crew to talk March Madness next on WP Sports Desk.